Hello, my friends. This totality here now is God. This totality here now is all there is. This totality here now is God. This totality here now is all there is. This totality that is here now is all that there is. Is all that there is. There's nothing else. There's nothing else. Look closely at experience and notice that the past is dead. The future is nowhere to be found. The beginning of this sentence is gone, utterly gone and dead, and the end of this sentence is nowhere to be found until right now, and then it's gone. Where did it go? Look closely at that. Where does everything disappear to? How are we left with just this razor's edge of pure meltingness, pure morphingness, whose appearance is its vanishing? The arrival of anything is its disappearance. Look closely and notice this. That's all that's really here. That's all that's really here. Just this simple buzzingness, this simple ever-shifting, infinite, unresolvable radiance appearing in and as infinite, unresolvable consciousness, infinite, unresolvable, pristine clarity, stainless clarity. Nothing you do, nothing that ever seems to happen can ever stain or damage this clarity in any way. This clarity never departs from itself. It never is altered in any way. Nothing ever truly happens because the actual nature of what this is, the actual nature of this clarity is a done deal. It's finished. It's in a finished condition. It's complete. This is it. This is the finish line. You're standing on it. It never changes one iota. There's this dancing morphingness that never actually becomes anything. It's so impermanent. It's so fluxing that it never becomes anything. Nothing becomes anything solid. It's too free for that. It's too vaporous. It's too free. It's too sky-like. It's too space-like. It's way too free to become anything. Look closely and notice that this is the case. There's just this instantaneous buzzingness, and every single instant of it, every single apparent instant, is a full departure from the previous instant. If you look closely, you can see this. If you look closely, you can see this infinity of unresolvable detail presenting in and as what you call your present experience. And you can notice that this infinity is continuously morphing, continuously shape-shifting. There's nothing other than this present experience. There's nothing other than this present experience. There's nothing other than God. God is what you truly are. God is what alone is. God is all that there is. This is not in any way a dreary or dismal or nihilistic or solipsistic statement. Those are all projections or concretizations from the mind if it seems that way. This is the best news that could be delivered. This is the best news that could be delivered. You are God, we are God. There's nothing other than God. And in a profound sense, there is no God. There is no God. Don't latch onto or concretize any lofty term and turn it into a new ground, turn it into a new solidification. This is just way too free for any solidification to touch it whatsoever. It's just pure juiciness, it's pure aliveness, it's pure dancingness, it's pure radiance. The radiance is the consciousness is the radiance. There are not two things there. There's just pure lucidity seen by no one. There are no discrete, identifiable entities here. There is nothing that has an independent existence. There's only this here and now. There's only experience. There's only consciousness. There's only radiance. That is the rock solid, concrete fact. This is the concrete presence of infinity, as Peter Brown would say, and the world is the abstraction. We get it backwards. We think the world is concrete and consciousness is the abstraction. It's the other way around. Consciousness is concrete and unresolvable. There is no consciousness. There is no consciousness. And yet, that is a designator we can use to point at what cannot be said. What is truly here, the concrete fact, is this mystery that cannot be said, pure mystery that cannot be said. And the objective world is an abstraction. That's a projection. That's an idea. That is a concretized, solidified mental image. It's not real. It's not what is substantively real. That's not to deny it, reject it, or negate it. It's included. This includes everything. It's all included. It's all the ultimate positivity. It's all the ultimate value. It's all pure poetry. It's all pure poetry. It's all pure poetry. Everything is embraced in the most giant, warm bear hug that could ever be imagined. That's what this is. This is just a giant, warm bear hug for all of eternity. That's all that there is. Giant, warm bear hug for all of eternity. Anything that seems to happen in the world is the ultimate positivity, the ultimate value. There's only one thing here, and it's the ultimate positivity and the ultimate value. So it's not negating anything that happens in the world. It's just pointing out the simple, so utterly simple and obvious truth. It's so close. It's just so close that the seeking impulse cannot see it. The solidified sense of separation blocks us from seeing what is right under our noses, what is closer than our jugular vein, which is just simply this, just the simple noticing that you have no idea what this is and what you are and how this is here, and that it's pure miracle. It's a pure, astonishing miracle. All you're left with is wow, this is all I've ever known, and I have no idea what this is. And yet I do know it most intimately because I am it. I am it. And when I let myself feel it, when I just let myself melt into the unresolvable infinity of detail that is here, the unresolvable infinity of buzzingness that is here on any patch of experience that you feel into in any sense field. There's no division between these sense fields. It's just a pure continuum of buzzingness, of aliveness. Just let yourself melt, drop definitions and let yourself melt into that aliveness and really feel it. And just acknowledge that you have no idea what that is. You've never known. You've never had the faintest clue what you are or what this is. No one has a clue. No one has the faintest clue what this is. So it's just all pure mystery. You see, it's pure miracle, it's pure free fall. Nothing to hold on to, nowhere for the Son of Man to rest his head, no ground, no solidity. So it's just like flying. It's what we all wanted as kids. We can fly. This is flyingness right now. This is floatingness. This is pure flotatiousness. This is pure flow. God is flow. And that's all there is. That's all that's being said, is there's only this instantaneous flow. Right here, right now. Only this instantaneous flow. Right here, right now. It includes everything. It can look like anything. It can seem to be anything. It's all included. All the seemings and all the poetries, all the stories, all the living sculptures that seem to be there. They're all included. They're not negated. They're able to be loved even more profoundly and more all-embracingly as it is increasingly seen that there is nothing here but God, and anything that seems to be anything other than God is an illusory appearance. It's an illusory apparition, a dreamlike apparition appearing within the one God consciousness. Simply what it is. There's nothing here that can be concretized. This energy is gone the moment it appears. It's a vanishingness. It's just a continuous vanishingness. Where could you possibly find an object? We fire off all these words, but they have nothing to stick to. It's just pure nothing. It's pure nothing. And yet it's not nothing at the same time. It's this fullness. It's this absolute eruption of unimaginably juicy fullness. Eruption of unimaginably juicy fullness. Let yourself feel that. Feel that voluptuousness, that sultriness, that sensuality, that texture, that succulence, that deliciousness of the one taste. The one taste. Feel this fullness. This is home. This is home. Have no doubt about that. This is home for no one. For no one. Because we're no one, you see. And that's the freedom. That's the immense freedom. That is the immense, unbelievable freedom, is that there's no solid, concretized entity. There is no solid, concretized entity. That was always a charade. That was always a charade. Look for it. Try to find it. Look in your experience and see if it's true. Can you find a solid, concretized, consistent, coherent, discrete, independent, autonomous self-entity? Where is that? Where is that? Look for it. It's nowhere. It's not there. There's no one here. There's no one here as any particularizable thing or entity, and yet the one is here. The oneness, the wholeness, the isness that alone is. That's all that's here. That's the simple message being said. It's unbelievably simple. Consciousness alone is. Consciousness alone is. This here now is everything. This totality of your present experience is everything. That is always the case. That is always the case. There's one spaceless, timeless presence. We, the apparent we, are all that presence. It's like a spaceless, timeless, pointless point of pure awareness, witnessing itself simultaneously from infinite, angleless angles. We are that spaceless, timeless, pointless point, objectless, pure awareness, pure awareness. And even that cannot be found. Even that cannot be found. There is no pure awareness. So where does that leave you? It leaves you in pure mystery. It just leaves you gawking around like, wow, dude, whoa, cowabunga, dude, surf's up, man. It's all the wave. It's all the waves, pure tsunami. This is a pure tsunami. This is the Big Bang. Every moment is the Big Bang. Every moment is the Big Bang. So you just surf the wave until you increasingly see that there is no surfer, and you just melt into the wave, and then there's just wavingness, there's just floatingness, there's just flyingness. It's already that. It's already freedom. This isn't about achieving anything. This isn't about reaching some special state. It's just about noticing what has always been the case. It's just about noticing what has always been the case. There has never been a you. There has never been a world. There has always been only this instantaneous radiance. This one infinite consciousness. That is the concrete fact. That is what is here. It is totally unresolvable. It is a pure unresolvable mystery. Drop the words. Drop the words entirely. Drop the snakeskin. Stop pretending you know who you are and just leap into freshness. Just leap into freshness. 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 Imagine that. Imagine. What if this moment was totally, totally new? Never seen before. Pure sparklingness. What if the past was completely dead and this was pure resurrection in every moment? Pure resurrection. Pure blank slate. never seen before, completely open. Can be anything, can be anything. Pure imagination, pure Shakti, pure bliss. What if? What if? Well, look and see. Just check it out. Just look and see. See for yourself. What is it? What is I? Who is the one who claims to be hearing these words right now? Who are you? I love you. Thank you. Peace. Be free.